The basement had always been off limits. Not because Ethan's parents said no, but because they never talked about it. The door stayed shut. And the key always hung there, waiting. It started just after midnight. Scratch, scratch. Ethan froze in bed. He pulled his blanket tighter. Just pipes, he whispered. Then, thump. His eyes snapped open. That wasn't pipes. That came from below. From the basement. The house went silent. Too silent. Then, open. Ethan's throat tightened. That voice sounded like him. He stepped into the hallway. Cold air wrapped around him. At the end, the basement door. And the key. Still hanging. Still waiting. Thud. From below. Please! Ethan grabbed the key. The lock clicked. The door creaked open. A rotten smell hit him instantly. The stairs disappeared into darkness. At the bottom, something moved. Ethan stepped down slowly. And then he saw it. The old box. Sitting in the center. Covered in deep claw marks. Breathing. Yes. Breathing. You came. Tap, tap, tap. From inside. The lid shifted. Just a little. Ethan stepped back. No, no, no. The lid opened more. And then, fingers. Long. Pale. Wrong. They curled over the edge. The lid burst open. Inside the old box was Ethan. Same hoodie. Same face. Same fear. But the eyes, completely black. It smiled. Too wide. I've been waiting, Ethan. It lunged. Cold hands wrapped around his throat. Ethan struggled, gasping. But it was stronger. The last thing he saw was himself climbing out of the old box. The basement door slammed shut. The key twisted on its own. And inside the darkness, the old box closed again. Scratch, scratch. Now, Ethan was inside. The corn was already taller than the house when the whispering started. At first, it sounded like wind dragging its fingers through the dry stalks. But there was no breeze. Not even a breath. Just that low, shifting murmur, like voices trying to remember how to be human. Eli stood at the edge of the field, shotgun shaking in his hands. "Dad?" he called, though he already knew better. His father had gone in at dusk. That was 3 hours ago. The stalks ahead of him twitched. Not swayed, twitched. Like something inside them was learning how to move. Then he saw it. A face pressed between the corn, skin stretched thin and gray, eyes too wide, too many teeth. It didn't blink. It didn't breathe. It just smiled. "Eli," it whispered in his father's voice. Behind him, the field answered. Hundreds of voices. All saying his name.